guys can hear me. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Anisha Banerjee, and I am a first-generation immigrant to this country from India. When I first arrived at Newark International Airport in New Jersey in 2001, my instant reaction was disappointment. I thought my plane would land, I'd run into Mickey Mouse's arms, and we'd explore Disneyland together. Keep in mind that I was only 6 years old. My assimilation into American culture was relatively easy. My older cousin became my guide, showing my sister and me the way of Britney Spears, NSYNC, and Disney Channel. As I started high school, I made closer friends, received opportunities to lead organizations, and volunteered for hours at a time. In everything but the actual denotation of the word, I became an active citizen of America. But I always knew that my family was a little different from everyone else's family. For one, we spoke a different language at home. But for another, I couldn't hold a job, and neither could my sister. And while my interest in politics rises every day, no one in my family can vote for the president. My older sister Anisha and I are 2 years apart in age. So in my sophomore year of high school, she was applying for colleges and choosing her major. This is when I noticed how much this immigration system has affected our family. While my sister was a good student, she performed extremely well in the arts, becoming a part of the guitar ensemble and being a part of the stage management for plays. Aisha was well suited to go off to several different colleges and universities, but she had to choose one based solely off of my parents' finances. As an H-4 holder, she was not eligible to receive any need-based scholarships or federal grants. In fact, my father had to argue with the college in order to pay in-state tuition when we have paid our taxes and been residents for more than a decade. She couldn't even work and try to pay for her tuition, relying solely on my parents' income for college. Yet even then, I thought this issue would be resolved by the time I had to apply for college. But it wasn't. I've always been a very good student, if I may say so myself, tackling honors and advanced placement classes. Moreover, I've actively participated in several student-run organizations and started volunteering with an EMT squad as a certified emergency medical technician. But with all of that, I barely had any choices for college. I applied to the least competitive universities in order to maximize any merit aid I could receive. With that, I was able to receive a full scholarship to a local university, with my parents having to make up the difference in my living costs. In fact, with our current finances, it's going to be nearly impossible to even manage my living costs for next year. This coming October, I'll be turning 19, and my older sister is turning 21. Normally, this means teasing about alcohol and being a true adult, but in our case, we're dreading my sister's birthday. For us, this means she's officially aged out of the immigration process. In preparation, Aisha had to move to Canada, starting over in a new country, a new college, without my family or any of her friends at her side. I tried to comfort myself with the idea that many students her age often study abroad in another country. But there are several differences I can't ignore. For one, this is permanent for her. And for two, she didn't even choose to go. I cannot imagine how she's managing there, but in 2 years, I may be in the same situation. With our green cards, I could finally stop glaring at the posters around my campus reading, "Don't forget to apply for the FAFSA," and take up many of the job offers I've received. With our current system, I would be waiting until my graduation from undergrad for a permanent residency. To reiterate, my sister and I cannot apply for the FAFSA, internships, or jobs, even though we have both spent our formative years here in this country and identify ourselves as American. Both my parents pay taxes, including unemployment, Social Security, and contribute to Medicare, like every other American citizen, although it's not clear if they're eligible to receive either. While my family has been adjusted and accepted America as our home, our time in this country is running short as we get closer and closer to my 21st birthday. I urge you to keep this issue in mind for my family and the hundreds of other families in the same situation as we restructure the immigration system. Please make this system more efficient for hardworking contributors like my parents and young adults who are everything but actually born here like me. Thank you for your time and consideration.